Good evening this evening. My name is Paul-Esupofo. I'm here again to this evening. Sorry for coming late, so late tonight because of the program we just finished. And also want to appreciate every one of us, those people that came forth far and near for the program. And I also want to appreciate the questions people have asked, and I want to also use, like I said, I'm going to be using this venue to respond to those questions that people have asked. And also, I also discovered that there are some things because of time, at that time, I was rushing it to meet up to round up the history of theater, and later I find out that I need to mention some people. Without not mentioning them, the history of theater in Nigeria will not be completed. And I discover it's so much mention a particular person. So tonight I'm going to be responding. Then wherever you're watching from, please mention your name, let me know. And it's encouraging us, really. It's really encouraging us in the ministry. I could see our Pastor Mrs. Bolaji, Alajiki Bolaji. God bless you, ma. So please, anywhere you're watching from, please, a brother, please, Adeniyi Adegoke. God bless you. Please mention and share with a friend. Send the link. Share with a friend now. What I'm about to say tonight is very deep, and I felt I need to appreciate all of you who have been joining online. And I have to wait tonight a bit, and sorry for technical things. Then I have to also attend to my family, which is number one thing we believe in this ministry. I have to attend to my family. So please share the video, invite your friends, invite your families, invite your drama groups, invite everyone to join, because tonight is actually a turning point, because I see other effort of other theater effort of other people, which if I do not mention, is not going to be complete for us in Nigeria. As a Nigerian, it's not going to be complete. So stay tuned tonight, because I'm going to be explaining some things. I'm going to be explaining some deep things. I'm going to be showing us what I mean, showing us. I'm going to be telling us some deep things that I felt it needs to be also mentioned as part of the thing. And I also promise us later in the future, I'm going to be coming up. I don't know how fast it will be. I'm going to be coming up with what Christian drama, what we have been embedded, what we have been able to do. So invite your friends, share the link with other people, and let's keep the ball rolling now. I talk about I mentioned remarkable impact of theater practitioners in Nigeria, remarkable impact of theater practitioners in Nigeria. And I'm so excited that tonight I'm going to be talking about a lot of them, both the scholars and those who have contributed immensely. And also I want to correct something that I have mentioned in one of the videos. I wanted to talk about Prince Elejigbo. He's supposed not to be Prince Elejigbo. He's actually King Elejigbo and Prince Abeje, but it's not Prince Abeje. Abeje is actually a woman. It's supposed to be Princess Abeje. So I'm going to be talking about that also tonight. And feel free to ask your question. Like I said, Saturday, I have some questions that make me to go back to this. When somebody asks about documentation, how do we document some things and all that? So that's why I'm going back to this. It's already rounded up, but I felt that it's not going to be complete if I don't mention some scholars, I don't mention other practitioners who has also contributed. I mentioned so much about Hubert Ogunde, what he has done, what he has single-handedly done, and that's awesome. I also talk about terminologies of stage and all that. So tonight I'm going to be talking about some other people, then I will go front and back. So let me start from the King Elejigo. The writer of King Elejigo is actually D.A. Oloyede. When you are searching, I also did some research and I discovered somebody called it Oyedele. It's not Oyedele, it's D.A. Oloyede. D.A. Oloyede. For record purposes, that's the writer of King Elejigo and Princess Abeje. Abeje of Katangora. Princess Abeje of Katangora. For record purposes, I'm correcting that D.A. Oloyede wrote King Elejigo and Princess Abeje, which some of those scripts are not really available till today. And the Glover Hall was a place which has a lot of things that they have done. Now, there are a lot of things that happened that I told us that the drama started in the church. It was a church thing, and it was awesome that we are taking our property back from the word. We are taking our property back from the word, and we're going to take it back. We're already taking it back already. We're taking the screen back for the Lord Jesus Christ, for him to give us the victory at all times. So King Elejigo was that rent and all that. Then there are joint sponsorship of the Bethel African Church and St. Jude African Church, all of them in Lagos, that they come together to do some things. And I told us until 1945, when Hubert Ogunde, the former school teacher, a church organist, is also a member of Nigerian police, came on board, which was called the father of the modern theater. The father of the modern theater. So I'm responding to the question of documentation. So many of us, they call them popular theater, and you know they have to change it. They are Larry Joes. And I must not but mention the some of these popular theaters, theater artists of Onyade Jobi. I totally forgot, not because it's because I was rushing. I totally forgot. Onyade Jobi played a very serious role. Played a very serious role in the theater. There was a large turnout of the audience during the performances of the Yoruba traveling troops at that time. The main function, like I said, is to entertain. Is to actually entertain. And mind you, let me quickly greet you. Nigeria at 56 today. Actually, I forgot this one, but I'm going to put it on now so that you can know Nigeria is celebrating. And I'm putting on now. Nigeria is celebrating. Happy birthday to Nigeria. Nigeria at 56. I forgot, but I put it on now. So, which is very, very important for me to really put it on for us. So, as I was talking about, Hubert Ogunde died in 1990, and it's so challenging at that time. So the Onyade Jobi also have what they call Onyade Jobi Theatre Company, who's also travel, and they did a lot of things from like 1963 and all that. So many of them also transit to the television works. They have something to do with television work at that time. You know, NTA, they have things they have to do. They have to do a lot of things on television. The Nigerian Popular Theatre play a very significant role. And can I tell you, for record purposes, Hubert Ogunde alone have 19 plays. And out of these 19, 13 of it were politically influenced. We have Kola Ogumola, which is in 1925 to 1973, died in 1973, very short-lived. We have Duro Ladipo, 1931 to 1978. We have Ojo Ladipo. Then we have Onyade Jobi, 1963. And you know, at that time, many of them have this Alarinjo theater. They move around and all that until they turn into popular theater we have today. So we also have Moses Olaiya Adejumo. Moses Olaiya was born in 1936. He's still very alive as at this time of recording. As at the time of this recording, he's still much alive. We have Ishola Ogunshola. In fact, that one so much pained me when I remember. I said, what? Ishola Ogunshola, some of the children are still alive and doing well. Sister Bola Akonde may be watching this. Sister Bola Akonde is one of the children of late Ishola Ogunshola. And these are people that did the tremendous things on television. Ishola, Ogunshola, you know, all those people I can still remember, Baba Salah and all that. I got to be growing up when Onyade Jobi was growing close to Ashikpa and all that. Then we have Lyric Paimo, you understand? Baba mi da, iya mi da. Emi Aditu Eledumare. Some of you will be remembering this song now. You know, it's wonderful. We have Jima and Liu of Arelu, you know, everybody will close down. Aki Ogungbe, Ade Afolayan, which is Adelov. We have Adelov, we have Aduni. Aduni was one of the females. In fact, one of the females that reigned in the Sunday. We always have Fumilayo Ranko. Fumilayo Ranko was also one of the people that were reigning at that time. We have Leke Ajao, the one that did Coco something, I've forgotten now. We have also Ola Omoniton. We have Ola Omoniton. For record purpose, that I'm bringing them out. They were able to use the symbol within the fundamental of a multi-ethnic montage of Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. They were able to use. That's why you see in Drola Dikpo then. Drola Dikpo, I was just very small. Maybe the repeated thing when he has died, I don't know. But I watched some of the Drola Dikpo's Moremi Ajasoro, Moremi Ajasoro, Ewure ile mi mama pa o, Moremi Ajasoro. You know, I watch all those things on NTA. It used to be black and white. At a particular time, we have color television and all that. So, and we have these people who work within the frame of work. And the first female dramatist in Nigeria is called Sulu Shofola, 1935 to 1995. That was the first female dramatist I've been able to work on stage. And we also have a female, Fumilayo Ranko. Fumilayo Ranko was in Elisha then, and Mojisola Martins was in Lagos in 1980s. We have Jacob Papilolo. And Aderu Kwako. Those one were living very close to where I grew up. I grew up in Odejayi in Ibadan. So Papilolo were living at towards Oluyoro side. So their house was towards Oluyoro side. So I saw them. I saw their arinjos. I followed some of their arinjos so that I was alive at that time. That is why when the advent of Mount Zion came, and I'm still alive, and I'll be alive to Jesus tarries or to Jesus allowed, I'm going to grow old into to the glory of God. So I was just growing up at that time. I was following them. They would beat the. I would follow them. Baba Salah, Baba Salah. All of them, we start following them. You know, it was fun. It was fun, really. It was really fun when you had to follow them and all that. I saw them. I could talk about the history that these people really performed, and they did these things selflessly. So Fumilayo Ranko, I don't know much. I heard about that in Elisha. Then Mojisola Martins was in Lagos. Those are female, but many people don't even mention some of their names. Then we have what they call Jacob Papilo and Aderu Kwako. And Jacob is dead. And I remember when we were young, he said Jacob is cool. That is, Jacob is dead. And eventually, not far away, Jacob died. Later, Papilo will also die. But it's only Aderu Kwako that is still alive, doing well and doing wonderfully well in the movie industry. Then we have what we call Ajileye. We have Ajileye, that Kotorun and all those that Abija. We have all those ones and all that. Then at that time when Uba Togunde was reigning, we have over 120 troops assisted by 1984. By 1984, we have over 120 theater troops in Nigeria at that time. So it was in fact, let me put it this way: the first recognized playwright in Nigeria. The first recognized playwright in Nigeria happened to be James Enning Enshaw. James Enning Enshaw. 1924 to 2007. The man died in 2007, and this is a wonderful thing. In fact, in that time they metamorphosed from stage. From stage they move on to television. When they have to come to television to perform, Billboard on stage created for them on television, and also created for them. But then they move now to 35 to 16 cinema. So the cinema format was a very, very adventurous thing, because that's also lead me when I'm going to talk about the history of filmmaking, which I'm going to talk about next week by the grace of God. So, it was a very wonderful thing that these people contributed so well. They contributed so well that I'm so much excited to talk about it. We have the first generation of theater artists started in 1958, thereabout, when we come at the scholars, the Olarotimis and all that, when they begin to write some things, Wale Ogunyemi and all that. The second generation came in 1970 after Civil War. That's when they have a cultural something that was after the Civil War. We have the cultural things, and those are the things. The third generation came with a literary dramatist in 1980, and that 1984, in 1985, God called Evangelist Mike Bamiloye into drama world, which we have today. So, and that is one of the things that I want us to know, that a lot of people really contributed. All these people I mentioned, maybe you might have not had some names and all that. Koko Sari and all that. Koko Sari was Leke Ajao's popular drama on television at that time. It was a popular thing on television. So let me also go back to a bit of, like I said, so let me go a bit of the scholars who have made a lot of things convenient, who have made a lot of things popular with us. We have scholars who have written a lot of things, who has written a lot of documents for this history to be made known to the world. And that's one of the things I also want. The remarkable work of this theater practitioners. These people, at that time, nobody wanted to give their children, especially female children, to the theater artists. So many of them had to marry so many wives so that they can use them on stage for performance. They can use them on stage for performance. So those are the things that we have. The scholars who have written a lot of works, which we have J.P. Clark. J.P. Clark also written a lot of things. We have J.A. Adedeji. J.A. Adedeji's work is very remarkable. We have... in fact, this man is present, HOD of Theater Art in Redeemers University, Yerima Ahmed. Yerima Ahmed was alive at one of the first generations and still alive till now. So it's a wonderful person. You can also get. We have Remi Adedokun, the HOD, one time I think former HOD of the University of Ibadan Theater Art Department. We have Wole Soyinka. We have Bode Sowande. At that time, Wole Soyinka wrote a lot of things, and we have Bode Sowande. We have Femi Osofison that did a lot of plays and essays. In fact, I respect the work of this man, just like the same work of Wole Soyinka and Biodun J4, something like that. I will get the pronunciation. Now, Biodun J4, Biodun J4. So you have Olu Obafemi. These are scholars who have done a great works. They did a great work to make history to be available. We have Kole Omotosho. We have Mekinewi. We not only in the Yorubas, so some people think it's only Yorubas. We have Chidi Amuta. We have Omofumi Onoge. We have Omofemi Onoge. We have one very, very powerful one who has even entered into film industry, which is Ekwasi Igneous Ekwasi. That man, I respect his book on screenplay. We have Gavara Kinloye. We also respect his book on screenplay and on theater. We have Lawal, H.O. Lawal. We have Akpan Uwam. We have a lot of those people who have written a lot of works which they need to come into to the limelight for people to understand one of the things that these people have done. Also, we have Yemi Ogunbiyi. Yemi Ogunbiyi has written a lot of his work. All these people, you can search for their works online. you will see a lot of work to make the history of theater in Nigeria becomes a reality. To make the history of theater in Nigeria becomes a reality. We also have A.B. David, we have E.A. Daudu, we have A.A. Olufoye, we have G.T. Onimole. We have a lot of them who have written a lot of things for us to also to make it available. Then we also have Onyi Ogunba, Professor Onyi Ogunba. We have Martin Baham. Those are foreign who are alive, who interview some of the practitioners who have done a good work in those days. We have Oyekan, Owomoyele. I will get it later. Or something like that. We have Ebon Clark. Ebon Clark I watched the video of Ebon Clark, who practically interviewed Rebert Ogunde as it was moving around. We have Geoffrey Axpoti. Those are foreigners also who did a great work of interviewing all these practitioners. Many of them may not be educated or were not educated to know some things, how to do something. We have Bala Yusuf. We have Bala Yusuf Usman. Bala Yusuf Usman. We have Patrick Wilmot. We have Ellen Rickard. These are also foreigners. We have Dakpo Adeluba. We have Karin Baba. Those are foreigners who have also done a lot of research work. I've mentioned Yemi Ogunbiyi. I've mentioned Dakpo Adeluba. I've mentioned, okay, let me also mention Shola Adeyemi, Ademola Da Silva. Ademola Da Silva is still much alive, a very powerful man. Ivan is a man of God who has contributed so much to the education in Nigeria, so much powerful, and is a professor. We also have some writers which we have to put into note who are so much alive. Akinwumi Ishola. We have Akinwumi Ishola, some writers, some of them are alive, some of them are late. We have Biofality, which are wonderful people who are still much around. We have quite a number of them, which time also will not permit me to talk about, but we also have our own person, late Professor Foluke Ogunleye, who has done a great work. We also have some writers which are Fela Davis. We have some writers who contributed so much. Fela Davis. We have Laolu Oguniyi. And when I was younger, I know Laolu Oguniyi used to work on the TSOS, BCOS at that time. So we have Laolu Oguniyi. We have Bode Osoyin. We have Bode Osoyin. We have Siaba Irobi. We have Tunde Fatunde. We have Ahmed Jerima. I've mentioned Ahmed Jerima is still much alive. He's part of the second generation and is still alive. Since at that time, we have Femi Osofison. I've mentioned that already. So these are wonderful people and more that time will not permit me to mention. They have a remarkable things they have done in the theater to bring all these things into record. And let me tell you something, the popular theater, they actually display their drama in school halls, village halls, town halls. They also perform an improvised stage. They stage out of the doors in the country. They move around the country where they can have a stage. They will have it. Where they cannot have a stage, they will improvise it. So they did all these things without not being a profession at that time. They did those things and it was awesome. For them to really know something. And the same thing, many of the people who are marketers in filmmaking, I could see one of the sons joining me right now, which I'm going to talk about when it comes to filmmaking. Those are the people that make the film available. At that time, maybe some of you must have about Mama Ola Original, Baba Ola Original. Then we have Omo Ola Original. So you understand me? So I want to appreciate those people. Omo Ola Original, Dotun Ola Yemi, you are there. I could see you. So you can ask a question, please. It's a question time. I just have to go a bit deeper to see. And I also want to mention Ajibola Layemi. Excuse me. Ajibola Layemi, some of these people did a wonderful job, did a powerful job to make all these things relevant for us, meaningful to us, so that we can have it. And I also say, females were not left behind. Females were not left behind in Nigerian popular theater. and I've mentioned some of them, from Alarinjo, the whole Alarinjo, to the popular theater. When Ogunde came, it turned everything around. It made a turning point. That is why we mentioned. And in fact, Ishola Ogunshola did a lot of wonderful things. In fact, I was so much used. I grew up with Ishola Ogunshola, Baba Salah. When they perform on television, you have to watch, you have to glue yourself. Even Arelu, but thank God for Christian drama that brought a lot of turning point. So I have to do a lot of work to see and to know that God is faithful. But Ashegun, they just told me, God bless you, sir. So please question, and these are the things people have answered in the course of the week. And I've said every Saturday we'll be handling some questions and answer. Some question and answer. Then from tomorrow, we start another class, we start another thing. And as I said, periodically or as the Lord leads, if it's every day, as the Lord enables, well, I will be online. And then one of the things is that when you're watching, please just mention your name, mention the country you are watching from. So Ishola Ogunshola did a lot of tremendous things. And I must not forget Ogabelu, because after the Mero of the Mama Mero, Baba Wemero, Baba Wero is different from Baba Mero, those are after these people, they were the Keri came up. I must not forget the work of Ogabelu Adebayo. You understand? A lot of these people did a lot of things, and many people don't even remember their names. Many people don't know. Aluwe, then we have this Okondo. A lot of these actors and artists performed powerfully. They performed well, that some of us watched the TV series and TV series and all that. In Jimo Ali, we have Orisha Bunmi and all that. In Shola Ogunshola, we have Efun Shetan Aniwura, who is now an evangelist. She's now an evangelist and ministering around the gospel of the Lord Jesus around. So we have quite a number of these people who have impacted, some actors, some writers, some practitioners, and that's why I don't want to go to their names one after the other. But those are the people, remarkable theater practitioners, who have done at that time. Many of them were not educated. Many of them didn't even know. They don't even know what they are doing, whether it's professional or not. But they were doing a professional job that it's today reckoned with. And that's one of the things. And I must confess, many of the Onyade Jobis family are still around, but a lot of them are doing well. Many of them are, but Shola Onyade Jobi, sister, they're doing well. Some of their children are spread abroad. Some of them are Christians. Some of them are born again Christian now. And you need to watch Nia Shale. Nia Shale, we give you, is a film produced by Shola Onyade Jobi. We give you the in-depth of the story of that man. So if you are one of the practitioners, sons and daughter or in-laws, please document those things. Document the story. Some of us may not have access to all those things again. Please document it. Use the advent of internet to drop a lot of things. Then let me be sincere with you. The Igbo land, the Hausa land, and other things were also infused into drama at that time. So let me quickly want to welcome any other question today. So if you have any question right now, I want to welcome the question right now. If you have any question right now, based on the one we have watched and anything. So this Nigeria, I must confess, Nigeria is a fantastic country. It's the best country. I am born here not by mistake. I'm glad, I'm proud to be a Nigerian. I'm proud to be a Nigerian any day, anytime. I cannot hide my green passport. I will fly it up. I fly it up, and I pick it up and say, "Thank God, I'm a Nigerian." And many of us who have been doing a great work, please let's keep on doing it. There are so many remarkable things you can also mention when you're watching this video. You can also mention any remarkable practitioners, theater practitioners who have done a great work from 1958 or 1940s to 2000 to 2000 and to this kind of 2016. So please, whatever you're doing your ministry, please start documenting it. You can create a blog for yourself. The blog is free. You can create it and put it there. You can go to media, you can also do it. I'm so glad Sister Bola Akonde is here. I just mentioned some things that your dad, your late father did in Nigerian theater. I just mentioned that that Ishola Ogushola did a very wonderful work. He did a lot of wonderful works in Nigeria, and I'm so happy because you have also helped me by documenting that document you sent. It was very, very helpful. God bless you so much, ma. And God bless you so much. And let me quickly say, I'm so sorry I wasn't able to get back to you. I was trying to do that, so I'm so sorry about that. After the class, I'm going to get back to you. We're going to talk. So please forgive me on that. So the workload is much. That's why. But let me be sincere with you. I'm enjoying God. So we have a lot of people. If you're son to Moses Olaya is still much alive, or Rumoru and all that. So you can imagine a lot of people. the Afolions are all around. We have Kunle Afolayan till now, the producer of the CEO, one of the latest coming film from him, the producer of October 1st and all that. So we have a lot of people. We have Akim Adepoju. I must not forget Akim Adepoju. Baba Wande. You know, many of us may not even remember the name as Akim Adepoju. Many of us know him as Baba Wande. So we grew up to know Ekuroloja and all those things. A lot of people, a lot of these things. And all that, you know, Adoni Olomde, you know, a lot of people. It's about 52 years when she died. He's one of the prominent people who made the history in this land. So because you are here, and you're also making an history. You're making an history. God bless you so much. I want to appreciate all of you. So if you have any question, if you have any contribution, you can drop it now, or you drop it after the video. So tonight, I want to say happy independence to Nigeria. Happy independence to Nigeria. Nigeria at 56. I want to confess to you, and I must say this one. I am not just prophesying. I'm not just saying it because of a mere word. I believe in a new Nigeria. I believe in new order. Nigeria is going to be great. Nigeria is going to be powerful. I will be part of the people that will be advising in media and say, no, don't bring that man. That man has come before. And the Lord will help us in Jesus' name. So I believe in new Nigeria. Nigeria at 56 is going to be great. Nigeria is going to be better. I tell you, give us within 1 year, you will see a great transformation in this land by the grace of God. I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you all. So please feel free to read your comments, say your comments, and I've been able to answer all the questions that have been asked in the course of the week. I've been able to answer that. So feel free. Go and watch all the videos. We have a stage management that I've done. And why am I going on theater? That's why I have to start from the theater. And like one of the professors says, if you like, call it drama. If you like, call it theater. But like I say personally, I prefer drama. I'm more comfortable with drama, because if you want to follow the rules and ethics of theater, many of us may not be able to minister in churches. You know, if you are going to follow that, you will not be able to minister in any church and all that, because they will giving you 15 minutes, 10 minutes, or 30 minutes, or 1 hour, and you say you want to quickly be constructing. So, but whatever the thing, like I used to say, always do things right, do things creatively, be very, very creative about it. Connect people with your drama. Let us go into our indigenous drama. I spoke with one of the filmmakers in America yesterday, and I was saying that there is no amount of pretending. There is no amount to want to behave like American. We are not American. We are Nigerian. No matter how many of us are living in diaspora, a lot of people are doing in diaspora like Oyewa is doing a great work, Tomisin Adepeju is doing a great work in England. These are people, they are doing a lot of things in theater. So we have Isi Agboaye, who are ministers of God, who are doing a great work. We have Bola Akonde in Manchester, who is doing a lot of great work. So please document those things. Let there be proper documentation. So how do you document? We have tangible document and intangible document. We have a soft copy, we have hard copy. So whatever you are doing, your first costume, your first makeup kit, you can keep them. Don't throw them away. You can keep them. You can have an archive that people can see the first thing. I was in one of the shoot training. I was in one of the shoot training in Lagos, and I saw the celluloid. I see the celluloid camera that was used. It was kept. So in the Nigerian Film Corporation, so that we can see the generation down that here can see it. So I want to appreciate you, everybody. I want to thank you. I tell you, we can change the world with the tools in our hand. With that drama, we know how to write. With that history, we know how to write. We can change the word. We can actually change the word. We can change the word. I want to appreciate you. So once again, I want to thank God for our mommy Bolaji from USA. I want to thank God for Adego Keneyi from Romania. He was the one that is not Romania. He's in Romania. I want to thank God for Dotun Olayemi from Oyo State, Nigeria. I want to thank God for Shegun Adejesu Fumi from UK. I want to thank God for Bola Konde from UK also, Manchester precisely. So I want to thank you all. For those who are invisible that I don't know, I don't see you, I also want to thank you. So anytime you watch this video, please pass your comment, pass your observations, what you want us to improve on, where you want us to do some better thing. Please feel free, feel free. And let me quickly wait for a few minutes so maybe somebody will have a question so that I can also answer it. So Nigeria is 56 today. I'm excited. Our program was wonderful. It was very, very wonderful. You can go to our page, www.facebook.com/TheSedmi, TheSedmi. So you see some videos that will be of help to you. So if this has blessed you, please share with your friends. Share at any time. Drop your comment and the Lord bless you. So let me wait for you for a few minutes if you have one or two things you want to say. I'm waiting. So let me also cross-check my book in case I have not mentioned some people. So please, okay, the rest are for filmmaking. Okay. All right. Okay, I didn't remember to make. Okay, I think I mentioned Olarotimi. I mentioned Olarotimi. Olarotimi. These are great people that have done a great work. So I want to appreciate all of you for wonderful time being spent here. Wonderful time. So if you have been following us, please keep on following us. I want to appreciate you. Leave you with the grace of God tonight, and I appreciate all of you. Please don't forget, document things. You can document it by keeping your records on the internet. You can keep it on the internet. You can keep it on the internet. So you can keep a record on the internet. You can keep your record on the internet. You can also keep your records in stores. You can keep them in stores. But let me be sincere with you. The soft copy is one of the best areas you can keep your documents. Apart from the hard copies, you must so you must have some things you need to do. All right. Now, also one of the records that people need to understand, there are some movies that were done on the history of Apostle Babalola. Somebody asked a question, I'm answering it now. There are some films, there are movies that were done on Apostle Babalola. Apostle Babalola. It's a wonderful thing, but different people wrote the history, and that's one of the things. If things are not properly documented, people will keep on doing their documentary in different ways with different versions. But if we are still alive, please talk to people. And that is why it's not because we want to become proud. We want people to know that we have started something. No, it's just the grace of God. And for history purposes, we started the film school online, Facebook Live. By the grace of God, like I said, we're not the only first ones that have been doing teaching. People have been doing teaching. I've been doing teachings too. But the first time to start a kind of training that has a curriculum that will come almost every day to teach people. People are joining and people are watching from all over the world. So, like I said, YouTube is coming also. A lot of things are also coming live that we can enjoy it. And all of these videos, we also upload them on YouTube. So there are so many movies on Ayo Babalola. At least I have had about two. I have one. I've had about two other ones that different people have written in their own pattern. So, but I know little about the story. So, and that is why I want to say every general overseer, please, every general overseer, every president of ministry, always share the way you started with your members. Always share it. Whether you can document it or you cannot document it, share your story. That's why I love the Redeemed Christians of God General Overseer. He will keep on mentioning a particular story, even if you are used to it. Even if you are used to it, we keep on mentioning it. He will keep on telling us the story when he was going here, when he was going there, when he has to do this, when he has to do that. Because in everything you're doing, there is a mood, there is a tempo, there is a pacing. The new technology is here now. Please use it. As you are doing it, you can keep your record on Google Plus. You can put it on Skype. You can put it everywhere. Just even there is a Skype record. When you do your Skype, you can record the voice. Keep those records, put it on SoundCloud, put it on any cloud you know. Just keep your record, document it, keep it, and it will be of help. So I want to appreciate all of you. So any other question? Any other question before I sign out tonight? Any other question you can contribute, please? You can also contribute, please. You can contribute. You can say something. Say something. So it all will be of help. So I saw so many questions, and I've answered many of them in the course of mentioning. Because if I don't mention the great part, and if the Lord permit me occasionally, I will go to the history of some of these practitioners, one after the other. I'm not promising that, but if the Lord permits, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing that for us. I'm going to be doing that for us. So I'm going to be doing that for us by the grace of God. So some of the practitioners, they have done a great work, and the Lord will help us in Jesus' name. If there is no other question again, I may be signing out now. If there is no question again, okay. Adeboye Uluabukola, thank you. God bless you. Really beautiful. Thank you so much, my sister. God bless you. So please put on your comments, your questions, your observation. Please feel free. Nothing is stupid. Nothing is bad. Any question, no question is stupid. Please feel free. Feel free to ask your question. Feel free to ask your question. It's very, very awesome. Please feel free to ask your question. It's very, very awesome. Like I said, I don't promise I have answer to every question, but I trust the Holy Spirit of God in me to give answers to the ones I know. Anyone I don't know, I will tell you I don't know. So those are the things, because a lot of things. So by next week, we will be going to a lot of things that have to do with filmmaking or theater, because film practice in Nigeria is one awesome thing. One awesome thing. So any other comments before I go? Well, I forgot to say this, and not that I forget, I'm waiting for when I go to the film, but quickly let me just say that at the beginning, many of them, the theater artists, the highest they are being exposed to is actually the fame, the fame, they are being exposed to film, cellular film, but many of them are exposed to rather the TV. They went from the stage, the highest they move is to TV, which I'm going to be talking about. And you know, in our own Nigerian theater, it's full of myths and rituals. It's full of myths and rituals. So those are the things that at that time. Then I must confess, I forgot to mention some of those people who has also contributed in writing some things. Adesonya Afolabi, also part of people who actually wrote some things, both on film and theater. Both on film and theater. Both on film and theater. You know, a lot of things have happened. A lot of things have happened in the world of theater in Nigeria. You know, and one of the things is that I forgot also to mention is a foreigner who also have something to do with theater, but not Nigerian theater, which is Oscar Brockett. I mentioned that also, but it is largely known. Many people don't know. The people that did that work that did that work in Nigeria before the advent of film, the Yoruba traveling theater troupe. They are the Yoruba traveling theater troupe who did tremendously. They did a tremendous work to do a lot of things. So, and when we start that, we're going to be talking about the history, how the first film in Nigeria, the year that the first film was done. So we're going to be talking about that, by the grace of God. And I told us the colonial eras who has witnessed a lot of things. So I want to thank you very much. I need to log out now. My time is up. I need to log out now so that you can also pass your comments, watch the video again, watch any of the video. Till tomorrow, or as the Lord leads, as the Lord inspires, or as the Lord enables. See you.